Now, the White House says you will become the interim head of the Office of Government Ethics and the Office of Special Counsel. Well, the Trump administration reorganizes both agencies. How do you look at that in terms of reform?
I look at it as basically just making sure that in helping the administration have an interim head while we're getting a permanent head to both those agencies. Look, President Trump has come in and he has made very clear that this is a new day in Washington, D.C. And Maria, I've been here a long time.
So I know you just posted a video on that very topic. I have not done that yet. Go ahead and take that away because I'm pretty sure we had the same train of thought there.
Yeah, you know, now I don't even remember the name of the two the two oversight committees. I don't remember their full names. But anyway, I did a video on it. Clay will end up doing a video on it. And the VA secretary just said it, so you can go backwards and read that or hear that. The reality is that there's two oversight committees that do not have heads, and he just got tapped to be the head of both of those accountability offices. One is like a legal one, and the other one is something else. I can't remember. Anyway, the reality is that you are a cabinet member of the executive branch. These committees are oversight committees for the executive branch and the different departments and secretaries and so forth that they have. Mm-hmm. So essentially, you're the head of a committee, an oversight committee that oversees you in a weird way, right? So now, do I think anything fishy is going to happen? No, but could it? Sure, because there's no real oversight. But here's the reality. You're not the only person. It's not a committee of one person. So there's other people that would also be watching. So there's that checks and balances. So you're not gonna be able to go, oh, no, just ignore that, guys and gals. That doesn't really matter. They would look at you like you're crazy, and then that would be everywhere. So I wouldn't get too stressed out about it. My concern is not, oh, this is a way for the VA to do unscrupulous things and not have any oversight. I don't think it's that. But what I do think it is look, the VA is a 479,000 employee dumpster fire that you need to figure out, that has a shitty budget, that has been a tennis match back and forth over the last year. It's been a tennis match with its employee headcount and reduction in force, no reduction in force, reduction in force, no reduction in force, tennis match over the last year. You don't have the time to be focused on heading up two other committees while you're trying to figure out and get your feet wet with the VA. So I think even if you can tell me that you do have the time and the ability to do that, I think the optics, even my damn rooster agrees. I think the optics aren't right. I think that somebody else should head those two committees up. Let the VA secretary focus on this gigantic monstrosity of an organization and at least appear to be 100% focused on the task at hand, which is serving veterans. Those committees are not putting the veterans first. That's not putting the veteran first. That's putting the veteran second if you're over there dealing with that. Just saying. Your thoughts?
Yes, I definitely agree with you. And I have two things to say. First off, there's a funny saying that says, I investigated this case and thems is us, right? And that's kind of how I see the secretary in the oversight positions. Now, I do agree with you. It's not, there's definitely no knee-jerk reactions about, oh my goodness, the VA is going to do all these bad things now, which one, we already see articles come out of that. So I would just be very wary of that. It's not going to be that long. Now, in the event it's extended, maybe that changes my opinion, okay? But I'm also more on the side of, listen, the VA secretary is not a 9 to 5. It's a 24/7 position. And the only time Doug Collins is not working is when he's sleeping. There's no family time. There's no time for golfing. There's going to be days off that he's going to take because he just mentally needs it. But for these executive branch positions, you are 24/7 until you're not. That's pretty much it. And so I'm not even going to buy the idea that he has time to do anything else but the VA. Not to mention the VA right now is in its most critical like the first 3 months of an administration change, especially this, I'm not going to say drastic, is like 20. There's not enough hours in the day, is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm not down with this at all. I hope they appoint some people for those oversight committees like yesterday, and then yeah, we kind of go from there. That's my thoughts on that. And it's just,
yeah. And I pulled up
anyone else?
Yeah, right. I know. And I pulled up the names here. So it's the Office of Government Ethics and the Office of Special Counsel. So those are the two. And I'm sure that there's tons of ethical things that are populating up. So I'm sure that one will be busy, and I'm sure that Special Counsel will be busy as well. And it's with nearly 480,000 employees in your own department, I'm sure that there's going to be some VA issues that trickle up into both of those. So I don't know. I think the optics are bad, and I think that they need to focus on the VA.